Hey y'all, I hope you're doing great. So in the previous video, we covered the RIP dynamic routing protocol, which was pretty simple to implement, as you saw. If you want to see how to implement that or how to implement static routing, or if you basically want to see how to make this network topology and assign these IP addresses, I will add those video links in the description below. In this video, however, we're going to see the Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol, or the EIGRP protocol as it is called. And this is a little bit different from RIP in the sense that the underlying algorithm for the routing is different. However, the commands are really simple as they were in RIP. So let's go ahead with it. So all you need to do is, once you've made your network topology and assigned your IPs, what you do is you go and you click on the router. So let's go ahead and click on that router. You go to CLI, then press enter, enable, config T, and then all you have to do is you have to write router EIGRP, and then you have to add a process number. So this number is between 1 to 65536. Let's say 10. So the reason that we use these process numbers is because we can have EIGRP on many different levels in one topology. So these 3 routers can be connected with EIGRP process number 10, and then some other 4 routers in the same topology can be connected with EIGRP process number, for example, 20. So those routers that have EIGRP 20 are not, let's say, dynamically routed with the routers that are having EIGRP 10. So this is basically just for this process ID is basically just for distinction. So then you write router EIGRP 10, you press enter, and then you say network, and then you write the networks that are directly connected, just like we did in RIP. So you're going to do this directly connected network 4.1.1.1. Then you're going to say network 5.1.1.1, and then lastly 1.1.1.1. And at the end, you need to write no auto dash and then summary. No auto summary, that's it, and you can exit. Then you're going to want to do the same thing with the other routers. So let's go to this router, CLI, enter, enable, config T, router EIGRP, the process number, which we selected as 10, and then network, and let's see which ones do we have now. So we have 3.1.1.1, and then 6.1.1.1, and lastly we have 4.1.1.2. Then we're just going to say no auto summary. And I think even if you don't write this, it doesn't really make a difference. But just to say safe, you should always write it. So that's it for that router. And then let's go ahead and do that for the third router as well. The command line interface, press enter, enable, config T, and router EIGRP 10, then network, and then you have the directly connected 6.1.1.2. Okay, let's write that again. So now you can see right in front of our eyes, connections are going up so fast. So network 5.1.1.2. And lastly, 2.1.1.1. Then you can say no auto summary, and then you can exit. So now if we went ahead and said show IP route, we'd see that these 3 connections, 6, 2, and 5, so 2, 6, and 5, they're directly connected, which is shown with C, directly connected to this router. And then the other IP addresses, the other networks, are connected through EIGRP, which is represented, as you can see, with the D. And if you want to see this for one more router, let's go ahead and say show IP route. Show IP route. And you can see that for 1, 4, and 5, it's directly connected. And then for the rest, we are connected through EIGRP, represented by a D. Now let's see if our EIGRP routing protocol actually worked. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose one end device from one network and then try to send a message to an end device in another network. So double click and see that it's successful. Let's try that for a few more. That's also successful, and let's just try one more. So that means that EIGRP routing was successful. Let's also try sending a message from a router in one network to an end device in another network. And do that 2 more times just to make sure. And I think that's it. So that's what you have to do for EIGRP. If you have any questions or if you have any requests for any more video, let me know in the comment section down below. In the next video, hopefully, we'll cover the last dynamic routing protocol that we want to study, which is the OSPF. So see you next time and hope you learned something.